time today to all of us, no matter where we belong to. And so, Kay, I just love you, friend. You're incredible. I just, you are the cream of the crop, top of the top, and masterful in your skill and everything that you share and your heart and integrity. And I'm honored to know you. And thank you so very much for giving your time today to this group.
Wow, thank you. I don't know what to say after that, except I will say this, my spiritual gift is teaching. And I was a fourth grade teacher. I got my degree in elementary education, taught for a little bitty time in Atlanta, Georgia, before my husband moved us out here to Oklahoma to pursue his career. I had a 10-month-old baby boy, a 2-year-old baby boy. I was bored at home, not with my kids, but just bored at home, and I wanted some money. And I tried to get back into teaching. Well, thank God, through divine intervention. And I wonder how many of you could say the same thing. God shifted my direction from teaching kids to teaching mommies. I couldn't find a teaching job to teach children. So I stayed home with my kids. I got involved in a Bible study group because my spiritual life was a mess. And in that Bible study group, I met a lady with Mary Kaye who offered me a complimentary facial. During the facial, she put Mary Kaye on me. Now, I started when I was in my 20s. Okay. So that's been a few years ago. Had a 10-month-old and a 2-year-old. They're grown now. They have children. I have grandchildren. I'm Nana and my husband is Papa. And we love it. We love it, love it. But during the facial, way back then, there was only one formula of Mary Kaye, and it was for oily skin, or what surely wasn't for oily. I mean, it was not for oily skin. I'm sorry. And I had very oily, blemish prone skin. Everything she put on my face, I was just cringing on the inside, but I didn't let her know. She was so pretty. She was so sweet. The containers were so nice. At the end of the facial, she told me how the set came and told me what it was the value of the set. And I said, well, I don't have any money right now. I'm looking for a teaching job, but when I get my job, I'll buy this from you. Well, I couldn't even wear it, but I wanted it because it was so pretty. But that girl was listening. She was listening and she said, oh, in her mind, she's looking for some money. Okay. She said, do you mind if I tell you about a business opportunity for women with Mary Kaye? Now, here's your first lesson. And I wasn't even planning to say this. If she had said to me, would you mind if I tell you how to sell Mary Kaye? Or I want you to sell Mary Kaye with me, I would have said, no, thank you. I'm not interested. I have a degree. I'm a teacher. I don't want to sell anything. I would have shut her down pretty quick. Even though I was shyer back then, I wouldn't have wanted to do that. But she was so sharp. She said, do you mind if I tell you about a business opportunity for women with Mary Kaye? And I went, I don't care if you tell me. I don't think I want to do it, but you can tell me. And by the time she finished, well, the rest is history. That's another story for another day. But that's how I got into teaching mommies instead of teaching children. So teaching, I'm passionate about. I love it. The way you see me perform today, the teaching background definitely has helped. And if you're a person that doesn't have that kind of background, but you are a teachable person, what did Mary Kaye always say? If you're a teachable person, we can teach you. We can teach you how to teach women. So there you go. Lesson number 1, be teachable. Now, lesson number 2, I'm assuming there are consultants and directors on this call. And I apologize. I kind of geared my program more for directors, but everything I teach you, if you're not to the directorship level yet, you're probably going to want to be, because it is so much fun. I love being a Mary Kaye director. I can say that with all the passion and conviction that my heart has, because I absolutely love it. And I also love being a consultant. I don't think you can hold the position that we have and not love the other part of the business. You may not do it as much as you did before, but if you don't like it, how can you impart that to other people that it's a great thing for them to do? You see what I mean? I have a director office. I have a consultant office. I have a spa room that my husband built me about 6 years ago. So I don't do facials in my kitchen anymore, but I did my entire growing up life with Mary Kaye on my kitchen table, their coffee table, sitting on the floor, doing it in a car, doing it at a show, whatever it took to get my business built, I did. And then Jim built me a beautiful spa room. So I have a nice It's like a she shed. And that's where I can do my appointments now. Hopefully, one of these days you will want to be where I am. But my point is, some of this stuff is going to be more for directors, but you're going to see everything that Mary Kay, the woman, taught me is in this little training. Okay. Everything. I was trained by her. I was trained by Gloria Mayfield Banks, Jillian Ortega, Stacy James, Jan Thetford. I could go on, Tammy Crake, so many wonderful people, Helen McVoy, all the long time gone people. Oh gosh, I can't think of her name. She was a TV personality. I can say, anyhow, lots of wonderful people have poured into me. I am who I am because of what I've learned from other people. You don't ever miss an event. You attend everything you can get your hands on, and you plan it. You have to plan to be able to do all of that stuff. But how can I talk like I do? All these years of amazing people pouring into me. Jennifer's one of the ones Jennifer, I wonder how many times I've reached out to you, asking you for advice, because I admire her. I look up to her. She's done things I've never done in this business. That's who you want to talk to when you have a question about your business. You talk to somebody that's doing at least as much as you, but preferably more, so you can learn from them. Yeah, I don't have a problem asking anybody for anything. Okay, so let me get going. Point number 2, this business works when you do. This business works when you do. It doesn't just happen by osmosis. You've got to treat it like a business. How many of you have ever had another job and you've worked for somebody else? Okay, just kind of wave at me. You've had a job. There you go. All right, I see you. I love you guys. You're so neat. It's so wonderful when people participate. If you've ever had a job, they told you when to get there, when to leave, when to go to lunch, when to do this, when to do that, right? And you did it. And you did it with gusto, because that's the kind of people we attract into this business, right? Do you do the same thing for your business? Do you have a daily plan? Do you know when you're going to make your calls? Do you know when you're going to do this? Do you know when you're going to do that? Or do you just fly by the seat of your pants and hope you get something done? Well, if you do, you might can do that for a while, but you're going to end up settling for a lot less than you could have had you planned it. Treat it like a business. Treat it with as much respect as you would a part-time job in the beginning working for somebody else. Let me repeat, this business works when you do, when I do. I work 5 days a week. Yes, ma'am, I do. If I need to take off now, I'm in charge of that. Like this morning, my husband and I had an appointment together with a natural doctor that we go see once every few months. I took off for the morning, but I will make it up this afternoon and this evening. I don't lose that time. Friday mornings, I have Bible study, but I make it up on Friday afternoon. Then I work a couple of hours extra on Saturday. Seriously, that's how serious I am about running my business, and my family knows it, and you'll see all of that in a minute. So the business works when you do. So one of the reasons I get to speak to you today, and one of the reasons I got to speak in Branson last week, is because I am the proud director, and I know this probably is going to be backwards, but anyhow, look at this. I hope you can focus in on this. This list comes out every month. I don't know if you can see it or not. Anyhow, it's the top 20 directors in your state. It comes out every single month. We've been making this list now for quite a long time, and this just came out. The reason I show you this is because I am who I am today because my unit is fabulous. And I'll tell you how I got them in just a second. We're the number 3 unit in the entire state of Oklahoma, all seminars included. We're number 2, most improved, and we're working and marching towards number 1. This is how I start every single meeting. I want them to know it. I want them to be proud. I don't want any recognition that I get not to include them. And they'll tell you. Every time I make a speech at a big event, I started off by saying, would you please look over there? And my unit, would you all please stand up? And I have them stand up, and they get recognition and applause for what they've done because of them with my work and effort. That's why we are who we are. Okay. Now, everybody close your eyes. Everybody close your eyes. Close your eyes. I can see a few of you on the screen. Close your eyes. And I'm going to count to 3, and then you get to open your eyes. Okay. If everybody's got their eyes closed, ready? 1, 2, 3. Open your eyes. Can y'all see me? This is how I start every one of our sales events. success events. We call our success events. And I just tell my girls once again, hey, it's because you guys are here. And I'm telling you what, you better be wearing your shades because the future is so bright in this unit with all the successes that you guys are having. You got to be wearing your shades and shaking your pom-poms. And then I take these off because they make my nose itch. It is awful. I can only wear them for a few seconds, but I do want to start out with something fun and something that captures their attention. If you're going to do a video for your customers, and I hope you guys have embraced that, if you're going to do a cute video for your customers, make it cute. Do something fun. One of the best videos I ever did is I put on a Halloween mask. And I'm an eye personality, and I know a lot of you aren't, but eye personalities do like to have fun, and they will do crazier things than most people will. I put on a mask that had all these wrinkles. I got a wig that made me look like I had really gray hair. It has rollers in it. Put on an awful outfit, and I held a sign that said, if I had known I was going to live this long, I would have used Mary Kaye. It just, I got more compliments on that than I've ever gotten on anything. So I'll probably do that again this Halloween. Okay, so now let me tell you about people. My director taught me years ago that if you have the right people with you, consultants, I'm talking to you about your team. Directors, I'm talking to you about your team and your unit. When you have the right people, you can do anything and they will support it. That's where we're at. I could tell my consultants right now, you need to do a skincare party every week in a dress standing on your head. These women would do it. And how did I get them? This is my point. This is the next point. I don't even know how many points I've made. I hope you're taking a lot of notes. I prayed. I said a very simple prayer. I didn't even say it, ladies, over and over and over and over, and just bombard God, bombard God. Forget what you want for me, God. This is what I want. I just said a simple prayer, and I did have some specifics about who I wanted in my unit. And I asked God, I said, God, it sure would be nice if we could get this, 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 and this. And I'm telling you what, about 7 years ago, it started. It hasn't been fast. That's another point I want to make for you. It hasn't been fast. We're not an overnight success. We have grown steady, steady, steady. But the last 4 to 5 years, when we went virtual, that's when we really shot to the top, going virtual, learning how to do a party sitting in my office. And I've got somebody in California, Florida, North Carolina, Tennessee, Rhode Island, New York, Arkansas, South Carolina, Georgia, Texas. Those are all the states I can remember right now that we've had parties in. That's when we exploded. Now we're doing both. We're doing hybrid. They call it hybrid, face-to-face and virtual. Okay, so I hope you got a lot out of that. All right, now another thing that happened to me, this is good for everybody. About 7 years ago, I was at the same time frame, 7 years ago, I was doing a red jacket revolution on Saturday mornings. In fact, that's how I met Jennifer, was through our red jacket revolutions. And I was in charge. I loved doing it. I could put a program together quickly, beautiful PowerPoint slides with pictures of the red jackets. Red jackets were speakers. They were supposed to grow and become great, all this kind of stuff. And they did. I had a guest speaker, Randy Stevens. Some of you will know Randy. Directors, you will know her. She's been on a squillion director trips, and she came on as a guest speaker for me. Well, after it was over, we had a conversation, and she asked me who was doing all that planning. And I said, I am. I'm so proud. I am. I learned how to do PowerPoint slides a long time ago. Who knew I would use them over and over and over again to create these phenomenal programs? Ladies, I should have done one for you today. You would have all been so impressed. Whenever new products would come out, we've got big pictures of the new products. I would do fashion shows for the season in just a couple of hours. It didn't take me long to do them at all. But Randy said, who's doing all that for you? And I said, I am. She said, who's doing your newsletter? I said, I am. And she let me tell her these things I was doing all by myself. And she goes, why are you doing all of that? And I said, because I enjoy it. I love it. And I'm good at it. I didn't say that, but you know. And she said, do you know you can find other people to do those kind of things? And I went, yeah. And in my mind, I'm going, but I don't really want to. I love doing it. She said, well, that's the first thing I would like for you to do, to think about doing, is get other people to do those unnecessary things. So the point in that for you, ladies, if you're serious about moving up in this business, who's putting labels on your product? Who is, this is going to really shift it maybe out of I shouldn't be saying this, but who makes your deliveries? I haven't made a delivery in years. My husband makes my deliveries. He's a builder, remodeler, and he's out and about. And we just have worked for the last 7, 8 years. I just line him up on the counter. And while he's out going from job to job to job, he's dropping off deliveries. I'm an executive and I make a lot of money. Somebody else that's going to be out and about like that can drop off something on somebody's door and do that for me. So I want you, ladies, as you're growing up in your business, I want you to start thinking, what are some of the things you're doing that somebody else could do for you? Start with one thing. Get a teenager to help you with those labels. My 13-year-old granddaughter's coming over Sunday to wrap all the packages for me for my open house. I'm not going to do that. She's coming over to do that for me. She's 13. That is not something an executive would do. Just start with something. I'm just giving you a few hints of things that you can do. If you're interested in getting to the top, you'll get to the top a whole lot faster if you quit doing some of those things. Let somebody else do them for you so that you can do what? People. Directors, that's a great lesson for you too. It's hard to give up some of those things. Some of you are going, ha, I would never do that stuff. Well, wherever you are, figure it out and find a way to help other people. You'll help them, pay them some money to do it. And my granddaughter won't let me pay her. Isn't that sweet? She will not let me pay her. So anyhow, I give her other things. I told her when I retired, I was going to give her all of my diamonds from Mary Kaye. And she's a cute little whippersnapper. She looked at me and she goes, and her brother's standing right beside her. And he goes, well, what about me? I said, well, I'm not going to give you my diamonds. Papa will give you something. But I'm giving Bryson my diamonds. And she said, well, Nana, you know what I'm going to do. And I said, what? Make a necklace, make a bracelet? She said, no, I'm going to sell them. And I said, mind going real quick. Okay, you go ahead and sell them. But if you sell them, you have to give half to your brother. And her eyes got so big and she went, oh, so I think she rethought that. I hope she did. Find somebody to help you. Okay. Now, I am blessed that I can work Mary Kaye 5 days a week, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, whatever I want to do. But when I started, ladies, I had a 10-month-old, a 2-year-old. We were new in Oklahoma. I didn't have a sphere of friends. We didn't have the internet. We didn't have credit cards. It was like, the snail mail days. I had nothing like I do now. I started with the babies. My weekly plan sheet, I'm telling you this to encourage you, was mommy from when the time they got up till after lunch, put them down for a nap, work on the phone for 2 hours. Daddy comes home, stop everything, have dinner. Then daddy was home. A lot of times, sometimes he wasn't. I could get on the phone in the evenings or go do a party or facial. That was my schedule for several years until they got in school. Then it got a little bit easier. Now, here I am all these years later. Where are you in your business right now? How long have you been in the business? Where do you see yourself, after kids, during kids, before kids, wherever you are? Do you love it enough to stick with it this long to where you can do anything you want to do? It wasn't always this way. That's why I've never been a zoom to the top person. And I don't know, I really don't know how I would have been able to do that with all the things we did with our kids, school, all the programs, all the travel, all the sports, all the ski trips, the lake trips, all the things we did. We were extremely highly involved with our kids. But the older they got, the more I could do, Okay. How many of you will stick with it long enough to get to that point? Because I know some of you are thinking, well, I just can't do that right now. I've got the kids at home. I've got the this, I've got the that. I couldn't do it either. but I can now. And that goes back to my point of loving this so much, more than anything, the pink bubble, the people, the presentations, the events. You got to love it to stay here, to be where I'm at. So talking about treating it like a business. Now, who's going to make my schedule? Me. If you're not making a schedule for yourself, you're living beneath your privilege. It is a privilege to make a schedule. Mary Kay, the lady who trained me, said, use a weekly plan sheet. Here's a weekly plan sheet. There, I'm not getting very good. I don't know what's wrong with my camera. It's usually spot on. But anyhow, I don't know if y'all can see it or not. This is a weekly plan sheet. This is not what my weekly plan sheets look like. This just gives you an idea of what I've done. I've taken a green magic marker. It's green, it's not yellow. And I've marked the times where I am a director only. The times that you see red, the circles that you see red, I call those circles of opportunity. Oh, that was almost clear. Circles of opportunity. Okay. That is where I have the flexibility, the freedom and the flexibility to do consultant work, director work, party, facial, interview, whatever I want to do. Okay. And I'm going to tell you my schedule so you'll have a better idea. Oh, look at that. Cut out Wednesday nights, Friday nights, date night, Friday mornings, Bible study, Sunday morning is church, Sunday afternoon is family, and then flexible on Saturday. It's flexible for me to make up time if I've lost some time during the week, or if I need a Saturday, I can do it. If I don't need a Saturday, I don't have to do it. I'm the boss. But nobody, ladies, is going to plan it for you but you. You're the one. And it is a privilege to do this. How many of you agree it is a privilege to plan your own schedule? Yes. Yes. But you got to have a schedule and you've got to work. Remember, this business works when you do. I like to be in my office at 9 to 9:30. Guess how long it takes me to get to work? 15 seconds. I have a 15-second commute from my bedroom to this office, and it's wonderful. I dress every single day. Today, I'm wearing some of my new fall clothes. How many of you got to hear Miranda Raines do the fall trend report? Did y'all hear her? I see a hand. Yep. Okay. She was so right on. This tweed type of a jacket is everywhere. Lots of different materials, on at the same time, boots right over your ankles. Anyhow, that's what I'm wearing today in warm colors, y'all. I'm a summer, but I'm wearing warm colors today. And I think I'm going to have to say I like me almost better in warm than I do cool. But yesterday I was in cool. The director's suit is pink. We don't have a choice with the director's suit, but I'm flexible between warm and cool. Anyhow, so 9:30 in the morning, you will not find me in here with my hair not done, my makeup not on. I go to work. I treat it like a business. And when you dress, if I was to come in here in sweats and no makeup, I'm not going to see anybody today. Well, that's the day somebody will call and want to come over. You all know that. But that's also a gimme to get out of here. I'm in sweats. Let me just go clean the whatever. Let me do something else. No, when I'm dressed like this, I won't do something else. I will come to work, and the something else, guess what, ladies, will wait. It will still be there. That whatever I need to do, it will still be there. Anyhow, treat your business like a business. You will be very successful. Okay, so I like to get in here at 9:30. Monday mornings, Monday all day is mentoring. It's either for me mentoring me, getting my own mentoring. I'm not above somebody teaching me something. So I go to a mentoring class every Monday morning at 9:30 to 10:30. And then I mentor consultants the rest of the day. Then I stop. My husband and I have lunch together every day right here at home, unless I have a lunch out with somebody else. We meet at 5 o'clock on our front porch because I work till 5. I do. Didn't used to do this. This is a business for me now. Remember, I don't have the kids. I don't have the this. I don't have the that. I've had all of that. If you need help with that, I would be glad to share some ideas with you on how I did it. Basically, I told you my schedule. When they took naps, is when I was able to work. And then at night and on weekends. I did what I could do and what I needed to do to get to where I am today, where I can do anything I want to do. Then Tuesday mornings, we have our success events. Tuesday afternoons are one of those red circles. I can do whatever I want. Tuesday night, if I need it, I've got it. Wednesday night, no. You've seen the schedule. If I need to post this, I would be glad to. That's just an idea of what a week would look like. How many days do you see that I'm not working my business? Not many, but I could. 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, my husband and I went to Grapevine, Texas. I took off Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday because I could and I want to. But you earn that right, ladies. That just doesn't happen. You're a business owner. How many of you have named your business? Name your business. Give it a title if that would help you feel better about what you're doing and maybe give you that little push that you might need to be more consistent, be dressed for the day, full face of makeup, hair done, just like you would do if you went to a part-time job. I come in here now, and how many of you have ever heard somebody say, wonderful trainers, one notebook, use one notebook every month? You've heard that? All right, good. Here's what my day looks like. Okay, now this is not what it looks like because it gets full, but I wanted you to see the little categories that I have put in here. Depending on what level you are in the business right now, your categories will be different, maybe. Okay, this is more like a brain dump, and then I pick the most important things to do. The top left-hand corner, the first thing I work on each day is my personal prospects. I used to flip it. I was working on consultants and this, and then finally get to mine. I flip that. My personal business directors, this is a good point. Hopefully it will help you. Do your personal stuff first for the first hour or so, okay? Then I go to the new people in our unit. Ladies, how many of you have team members? If you have team members, you're a leader in this company. Congratulations to you lovely ladies. I saw you waving your hands. You're leaders, even if you only have one or two people. How often do you talk to your new people? The most important day of the week is Monday. The most important day of the week is Monday. You should have a special time dedicated if you can. Now, if you're working a full-time job and still, involved in that process, you're just going to have to figure it out how you can do it. Texting is wonderful. I know girls that work on their lunch hours. They do their Mary Kay during lunch, during break. Yeah, they do, which is wonderful. But your new people should hear from you on Monday. Hey, how you doing? I'm just thinking about you. I'm so proud to have you on my team. What you got going this week? This is what I'm doing. Maybe we could do something together. You don't just sign people up in this business and then shift them over to your director and hope she's going to work with them. She's probably got a lot of other people to work with too. The company is depending on you. They're going to pay you every month to work with your people. The better they do, what's the rest of the story? The better your recruits do, the better you do. Recruiting is an avenue of income. Are you maxing it out, or are you just hoping that you get a bonus at the end of the month? That's not, I believe in hope. I really do. But behind hope, there's got to be some work. So if you're going to sign somebody up, you make sure you're in touch with them. You're sharing with them what you're doing. That's what I do with my team and my unit. Hey, today I'm doing this. What are you doing? Hey, here's my script. What script could you use today? How many people could you talk to today? I'm going to talk to this many. That's what I do. I stay in real close communication. And my unit, of course, involves my personal recruits as well. So I'm double dipping when I do that. But Monday is your most important day to do something, some type of communication with that new recruit. Wednesday is a follow-up day. If you're that involved and your people are that involved, make Wednesday a little quick follow-up day. Hey, I'm just thinking about you. How's the week going? Then fabulous follow-up Friday. Follow up with your people on Friday. If you've got time, if you don't have time to do this now, just put it down and hopefully, prayerfully, you will, because you will have better results. How did your week go? Oh, it didn't. Well, you know what? Mine didn't either. So let's talk about it. What could we do better this week? How did you talk to her? What did you say to her? You'll have a chance to catch her before she falls. if you're in there in the game with her. I hope that makes sense. Now, mine is first, the new people in our unit is next, then the few. Mary Kay used to always say your unit is going to be made up of your personal recruits, new people, and the few that really want to do this as a business. Not everybody does, and that's sad. I can't understand why. I never have understood that, but not everybody does. So the few would be the top people. If you're a team leader with 5 or 8 getting ready to go into DIQ, whoop, hold on a minute. Where'd my thing go? Here we go. Hey, congratulations to you. You're going to want to be sure that you're in touch with your few on your team. Out of 8 people, you may have 3 that are really doing this as a business, 3 that are doing it kind of part-time here and there, friends and family, and 3 that still haven't figured out why they're doing it, right? That's just the way it is. I've been doing this since I was in my 20s. That has never changed. I wish it would, but it hasn't. So that goes across the top. Underneath is my director column. What do I need to think about as a director? When I have thoughts and ideas, which I have them all day long, I can put it down, put it down, put it down. Then I go back and pick the 6 most important things to do. As a consultant, what do I need to do? Right now, I'm still booking fabulous fall faces. My unit, because we are on top of it, and we heard through the grapevine that, hold on a second, I'm looking for something. Color draping was back. How many of you have heard that? Color analysis, the seasons. Have y'all not heard that? I can't see everybody right now, but seasons are back. Everybody wants to know their colors. Am I a summer, a winter, an autumn, or a spring? Do I look better in warm or cool? Should I wear intense colors or soft colors? That's what we're doing. Woo, baby. All right. If you don't know this, Erin Marlowe, Erin, Erin Marlowe, one word, Marlowe, erinmarlowe.com/go give. Erin Marlowe, be sure you put an E on that. Erin Marlowe. Oh, thank you, Carla. Carla put the link right there. You can go to Erin Marlowe. Y'all are so wonderful. erinmarlowe.com/go give. Open it up and scroll down until you find the section on seasons. And she has all of these looks put together for you. And I do have to say that Crystal Hunzucker, Miranda Rains, and several other directors put all these colors together. As I understand the story, don't hold me to that. But then Erin's got them posted for you so that you actually can change these if you want to, but like you could put your name up here, Kaye Hemphill, brown-eyed autumns, or whatever that says. This is a brown-eyed autumn look. It's beautiful. If I find out that somebody should wear this, it's already done for me. I don't have to do it. Jennifer, maybe we could do another training on this if somebody really wanted to learn how to do this.
Yeah.
So simple. I would be glad to do it, or we can get somebody else. What our responsibility, we're only responsible for telling people if they're warm or cool, should they wear intense colors, soft colors, and here's your makeup. We're not doing their fashions. We're not doing their wardrobe. We don't do that. They can figure that out by what we tell them. But this is back, and it's the biggest rage right now. You need to jump on. But we did this in the 80s, ladies. We did it in the 80s. And then it went away. We let it go away. Why? I don't know. Let me tell you a story. And oh gosh, Jennifer, I will get back on my thing real quick. I promise. Back to my notebook. I went to do a color draping down in Wewoka, Oklahoma with one of my consultants about a month ago. Boutique, beautiful boutique, Main Street down there. The owner comes to the door with white gray hair, parted down the middle, hiding her eyes. White hair is cool. She's either a summer or a winter, all right? She had on the cutest top I've ever seen, but it was all autumn colors, rust, green, orange, mustard, yellow. I mean, it had every autumn color in it. And here she is, a cool season. So long story short, she was okay, friendly. She's a nice person, but nothing to write home about at all. I had a little bit of spare time. She said, you can drape me. I brought her over. I draped her. We determined she was a cool and she's a summer. She's got that white hair. That was a giveaway, but we went ahead and draped her. Blue eyes, and she should be wearing summer clothes. I said, do you happen to, would you put on a different top if I went and got you one? And she goes, I guess. I mean, that's kind of the way, okay. So we got her a pink and a blue top, striped, summer colors. Jenny, I was working with one of my consultants, Jenny. Jenny put her in the right makeup shades for summer. She just grabbed the sheet that was for summer people with blue eyes and gray hair, okay, white hair. Put those colors on this lady. She already started looking better. She was acting a little bit better. And finally, I just said, do you have some hairspray and a brush? I'd like to try something with your hair. She goes, June, June. She was gone that fast and back. Remember how I told you she was when I first got there? It's kind of, okay. She was gone to get the hair spray, gone to get the brush, comes back. I don't know anything about hair, but I took her hair and I flipped it over to the side. That's all I did with the brush. No more part in the middle, no more down in her eyes. Flipped it over, put this one behind her ear, pulled down a little thing here, sprayed it, and she already had on the pink and blue top. Took her to the mirror and she just about passed out. So did her lady friends that were there. That I'm telling you this to tell you we're on top of this and you need to be too. This is amazing and it's real. We're not going to let it die this time. This is a service we need to be offering our customers all the time. All the time. Why would we want to spend time guessing what makeup colors are going to look good on them when we can know it's already been done? And if they don't like these eyeshadow colors, there are pages that say, okay, these are all the autumn eyeshadows. Pick the ones you want to wear. Pick a couple from here, pick a couple from here. It's the easiest thing in the world. This woman, the last thing I heard her say to her friends was, we're going out tonight, ladies. We're going out tonight. And if my husband doesn't like it, too bad. Where do y'all want to go? She was the cutest thing ever. Everything changed about her because she was in the right colors and she looked adorable. And I looked at her and I said, you look 15 years younger. And she goes, woo. It was so neat. Okay, so God wanted me to say that to you all because I think this will help your booking. We're booking the Fall Fabulous Faces. We're booking color draping appointments. That's another training session, but you got to get in on it. You got to get in on it. Okay, so my list, let me just finish with this. Okay, there's my director responsibilities, my consultant responsibilities. That's personal things that I feel like I need to jot down. Over here, Kristen Sharp taught us how to take from this sheet here over here and figure out, is it something that is supporting my goals, my vision, my dream, my family? Take a look at what you've got on the first sheet, and then you go over to this sheet, and the first column says, do it. Do I need to do it? Do it, delegate it, or dump it. Do it, delegate it, or dump it. All right. So I hope that's helpful to you as you are working on a daily basis, day-to-day basis, building your business, moving up the ladder if that's where you want to go. If not, it's still going to help you organize what you're doing. Okay, just a few more quick things I want to share with you. As a teacher, I do a calendar for my unit every month. As a former teacher, I'm sure all the directors do this. I use a program called Free Word Calendar 2024. It's a website. Just go to Free Word. I'm so sorry these are not showing up better. I just don't know what has happened to my camera. Everything always shows up so pretty. Anyhow, there's a calendar for our unit to follow so they know what's going on in the unit. We are this month working on holiday gift lists as a unit. We're not doing wish lists yet. What happens if you get a wish list from a customer in October? She won't order. She won't order because she's got everything on her wish list. And she's going to wait and see if somebody gets it for her for Christmas. At least that's been my experience. So I'm just telling you how I feel. This is the cutest little holiday wish list that we found somewhere on the internet. Just Google it. Holiday gift. I'm sorry, it's a holiday gift list. Holiday gift list, Mary Kaye. You can always just Google it. It gives them a list here of people they might want to buy from. Okay, by 4. It's got your mother, father, stepmother, stepfather, mother-in-law, father-in-law, sister, daughter, cousin, preacher, teacher, friends. It just gives them a place to make a list. So I'm asking my customers to make their list this month. I'll show them some gift ideas. And then you can put a third down this month, a third next month, and a third in December when you're ready to get it. All right. I took the time, and I've done several parties on this for myself or my consultants, 25 and under. That's where we're focusing this year, 25 and under. Now, I also have a sheet for the 12 days of skincare. I don't have it yet. It's on my list to do. But there will be a 12 days for the Time Wise Repair, 12 days for the Time Wise Miracle Set, 12 days for the tween and teen skincare, and a 12 days for spa facial products. So that you can do the 12 days. And I have that as an option. But my main focus this year, with all the craziness going on, an election year, you know, all the turmoil, 25 and under. Ladies, our products that are 25 and under are nice. They are beautiful. They are full-size products you can get for people for 25 and under. Let me just read a few of them to you, and you're all going to be going, oh, I know that. I know that. I know you do. Charcoal mask is 26. I put it down for 25. I just couldn't stand them not having that option for charcoal mask. The hand soap, the hand sanitizer. I still have some of the hydrating sheet mask. The flavored body care, 14 each. Everything's 25 and under, so I'm promoting it. It's 14 for a lotion, 14 for a body wash, makeup finishing spray, foundation primer, the Footsie Roll, the time Mint Bliss Footsie Roll. That's 15 because you take the time to roll it and you put the ribbon on it and all that stuff. It's 15 for Mint Bliss if it's a Footsie Roll. And my list goes on and on and on. If you need me to post this, Jennifer, I'd be glad to. We do a STAR certificate. How many of you know about the STAR certificate? Who knows about the STAR certificate? Let me share this, and this will be my last thing. And I just have to show you boo bags. Boo bags this month. Boo bags are an afterthought. After you've taken an order from your customer, oh, by the way, who do you want to boo this year? And they'll go, what in the heck are you talking about? If you don't know what boo bags are, Google it. It explains it on the internet. What's a boo bag? I do a bunch of these in October. Blessing bags in November. And stocking stuffers in December. But this is a STAR certificate. Let me share this with you real quick. Years ago, there was a girl in Yukon, Oklahoma, who did not have enough money to get started in Mary Kay. So she went to her computer. She could have let it stop her. She could have said, oh, I don't have the money. I can't do it. No, she didn't. She was an amazing woman. She goes to her computer and she created a STAR certificate on her computer, which offered, this was her idea, not mine, $125 worth of Mary Kay for $99. Consultants, when you get a new recruit, give them 10 of those and say, get out there and sell paper. Sell paper. She sold 11 pieces of paper in 7 days to her close friends and family, had $1,100 in her hot little hands. She took that money, ordered her kit. She didn't have enough money for her kit. She had the money for her kit, $550 to order product, and $550 profit. Now, I don't know if she invested it all. She was not in my unit, sadly. But STAR certificates are great anytime you want to use them. Don't have it like every Christmas I do this. I wouldn't do that. Don't do it every Christmas because people will wait for that. But do it just here and there when you need it. Right now, it is a good time to do it, though, for Christmas, because people, if you don't know what to give somebody, give them a gift certificate. They get $125 worth of product for only $99. Order your STAR certificate this month, put a third down, a third down, and a third down. If people need to do that, we can provide that for them, right? Okay, I still have so much I'd like to share, but I don't have time. So I want to read you a poem. Then Jennifer, if there are any questions or y'all tell me what you want me to post, I will. We talked about in the beginning, how many of you are willing to stick with this long enough? If you don't believe in yourself right now, believe in the company, believe in our products, believe in your director, believe in those of us that are still here, still doing this business and absolutely love it from the bottom of our hearts. Here's a poem to finish this off, and it's called Don't Quit. Who's ever heard this poem? Don't Quit. That's a good one, isn't it, Donna? And Christine, she's heard it too. All I did was Google it. I've got copies of it in the other room, but I didn't have time to go over there and get it. So I just Googled it. It came right up. Poem, Don't Quit. Okay, listen to this. When things go wrong, as they sometimes will, when the road you're trudging seems all uphill, when the funds are low and the debts are high, and you want to smile, but you have to sigh, when care is pressing you down a bit, rest if you must, but don't you quit. Life is strange with its twists and turns, as every one of us sometimes learns, and many a failure comes about when she might have won had she stuck it out. Don't give up, though the pace seems slow. You may succeed with another blow. Success is failure turned inside out, the silver tint of the clouds of doubt. And you never can tell just how close you are. It may be near when it seems so far. So stick to the fight when you're hardest hit. It's when things seem worse that you must not quit. For all the sad words of tongue or pen, the saddest are these: it might have been. Wow. Isn't that beautiful?
Love that. I
I
love
love
it.
it too.
Amazing. Well, Kay, this was phenomenal. Okay, so all the things you've shown, they want you to post
Okay.
at Facebook group. I mean, I'm going through this. Everyone had so many amazing things to say, so I can't wait to get you the recordings so you can read all of them.
Aw.
Okay, Kay, I want you to look at your schedule for November 14th or 21st. If you can do one of them, we'll have you again for round 2 because everyone's requesting that in the chat.
Oh, okay. Do the draping thing?
Yeah, I think that's what they want. Yeah, the thing
Oh,
you're
I
doing.
would love it. I'll drape somebody. I'll have somebody here and I'll actually show you how to do it. November the what?
The 14th or 21st.
Okay, 14th is great.
Okay, we'll have Kay on. So you all have that now, right?
Yeah,
So
I will actually do some. I'll drape one of my customers. Uh-huh.
okay. Yeah, we'll do it. It'll be so fun. Yes, the star certificate and all that. I'll
Yeah.
have her post in the group.
Okay.
It'll be so, so fun. Let me see. I'm looking to see if there's anything else. I think we got everybody. Yeah, I think we got it all. Okay. I'm like looking real quick through all of this. Donna, did you have something? I'm sorry. Okay, 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 good. I want to make sure. Yeah, so we got it. We got her booked. We're ready. Kay, incredible, amazing ideas, amazing
Oh,
energy. Uh, Everybody got a million things from it. I'll give real quick if anybody wants to unmute and if you have a question or anything you want to affirm Kay with, I want to give you a second to do that.
Hey, Kay, you just did an outstanding, outstanding job. Thank you very much for giving of your time. And look forward to the color one on November 14th. Wrote it in the date book just now as a thing. And yes, can't wait to see your postings of this. And thank you very much. And Jennifer, once again, thank you so much for hosting these. It's a lifesaver.
Oh, thank you.
Hey,
Ditto.
Marla, thank you so much for this. I love that poem. I've heard it before, and I don't know why it just clicked, but I'm going to start including that in my new consultant packets.
hey, good idea. I
When
love
I get
that.
a new unit member, I mail them a little packet. I'm putting that in there now.
Me too. That's a
I
great
have
idea.
to go
I'll do
print some
that.
out.
Yeah.
Love it. Anybody else?
Hi, and I'm newcomer to this group. How do I join and where do I find the recordings? Basic setup.
Yes. Okay. So we have a Facebook page if you're on social media.
Yeah.
And it's called Lunch and Learns. And Carla just put it in the chat right there. If you click it, it'll go right to it. But it has a picture of Mary Kay Ash. She's in a red dress, like back in the day off the Applause magazine. And
Oh, good.
you can go there. And then if you don't have social media on YouTube, it's literally just Jennifer Enlow. So give us about 24 hours, sometimes 48. And then we get this put onto, because Zoom's so crazy. You got to have everything just perfect to when they give you the playback, you know. So we just put it on YouTube so anybody can watch it.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, privilege.
Oh, well, I'm so glad everybody's loving these and we're going to keep them going. I know everybody was asking me if I was going to stop in December. This thing is taking on a life of its own. So we're going to continue. We're going to keep going. We got it. We're going to keep finding the speakers and all the things. And we have some, well, already November is a powerhouse. It's incredible. So thank you, everybody. And thank you again, Kay, so much.
You're very welcome. My pleasure. God bless everyone.
Yes. Bye, everybody. Have a great Thursday.